Hi, everybody. This is Beth McCullough. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Iowa in the United States. And I'm here almost every Tuesday with my sweet husband, Steve.
Hi, everybody.
We're on at 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern, and we would love to have you join us every week. We have started doing prizes.
Prizes?
Yeah. Do you want to talk about the prizes?
I would love to talk about prizes.
Are you going to get your prizes set up over there?
I have just activated Prize Patrol.
Yay!
If you would like to win a prize, you need to type into the comments #Prize Patrol. I just do all small letters. That's easier that way. And you can only win if you're in the United States. And if you're watching this on replay, if you're not watching it live at 7 p.m. Central Time on a Tuesday, unfortunately, you're not able to win then either.
Yeah. But stick around till the end for the prizes. We would appreciate that.
So let me put up a banner real quick so you can see Prize Patrol. #Prize Patrol.
Everybody likes Prize Patrol. And also, if you would like and share this video, I would love it if you would go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. That would be awesome. So there's a sale going on November 16th through the 18th, 2021. There's a big sale. All the cardstock is 10% off. So I went through all my cardstock and anything I was running low on, I ordered this morning at 5:20 a.m.
Wow.
You were asleep. You don't know what I ordered, do you?
You know, you must really like stamping a lot.
Well, I do, but the dogs woke me up. So, and then
the dogs must really like stamping a lot.
Do you think they wanted me to order?
Yes, they did.
So the cardstock's 10%, the ink pads are 15%, and all the dies in the annual catalog are 20%. So I even found some dies to buy, honey. The diorama die. I needed to make a scene. Wait,
you're always telling me not to make a scene.
Well, it's a different kind of scene, okay. A cute scene. So anyway, there are a lot of cute dies in there. And if you are a demonstrator and you went to On Stage, today you can order from the PPP. We get to order from the new catalog early if we went to On Stage. You can do that and combine it with the sale. So Linda Lace, today's your day. Who else needs to order today? Barb Kingsley does. So that is a thing. Also, the joining special. Oh, actually, if you order from me for the sale, you also get a free gift. You get to choose. So it's doubly awesome. And there's a joining special. Right before I got on tonight, I was on looking through the whole catalog with Joy Team. And I was so fired up. Steve was like, get off. We have to get this ready. And I was having fun.
You know, it's part of my job as the producer. You know, I've got to keep things, on time, keep the trains running.
But we would love to have you be on Joy Team with us. We Zoom almost every week. And we make a fun project and nice people. It's awesome. If you need some stamping friends, you should come be stamping friends with us. In fact, are there any Joy Team people on tonight, honey?
Of course there are.
Will you guys say hi and say you're on Joy Team? Say how you like it.
On.
Barb Kingsley. I spent the weekend On Stage with Barb Kingsley. Who else is on tonight?
We have lots of people on here.
Is there anyone new? If you're new tonight, let us know so Steve can give you a shout out.
Yes. Hold on just a second.
He lost you.
I didn't lose you. I was trying to get the full screen back on so we can truly enjoy
Joyce is on and Carol.
Holly Paulson is on. Tony's on.
Hi, Tony. Tony ordered already.
Diana's on. And
hello, Diana.
So is Mary.
Diana and Mary, they're frequent winners.
Yeah, frequent watchers. Carol Schaefer is on from Connecticut.
And Chris Robinson, I'm glad you're on. I was going to text you. You asked me how to make this card and said I should make it on a video. So here it is. We're making this card tonight. It's an angled card, and I have a really easy way to show you how to make it. So please stick around, and it will be a good thing. Should we get started?
Let's get started.
Okay. You know me, I always start with a template. And here is my template. The downside of this card is you get one card out of a piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. But the good news is it looks really fancy and people are like, how did you do that? So cut your cardstock.
Let's lift up so they can
Lift
see.
it up.
Yes.
Can you see it now?
Yeah, now it's too close.
Okay. 5.5 by 11. Score it at 3 1/4 and 7.5. Now, I'm going to show you on white cardstock. I just want to show you the part to the angles. And then I'll switch over to the green. Okay.
So is this the card base, 5.5 by 11?
5.5 by 11 is the card base.
And
Yes,
we're going
it
to score
is.
it at 3 1/4 and 7.5.
Yeah, we're going to put the edge over here at 3 1/4 and scoot it down. I'm going to open my arm up here to 7.5. Now, the only tricky part is coming up next. We're going to do angles. And I'm going to use a ruler. And it depends. Be careful on your card. You know what I used a lot is I used my poker. If you can see it with the poker, you don't want to leave marks on your card. But I want you to see what I'm doing. So I'm going to totally leave marks on my card. So I put the ruler at the top edge. I'm hiding it from you. It's a secret, Steve. Steve wants me to share the secret. Okay. Is that on camera?
It is.
Okay. So I'm putting the ruler at the top left edge and I'm going to go down 1 1/4 and I'm going to put a dot. And then I'm going to put a dot up here on the score line at 3 1/4. Then come over here and I'm going to put another dot at this score line at 7.5. And I'm going to come down this other side to 1 1/4. So we have dots on the score line at the top, on the score line at the top, and 1 1/4 down. And there's only one left. Over here, we're going to go at 1 1/4 and put a dot again. So you need 5 dots. Any questions? Now what we're going to do, I thought I could make Steve laugh. There's no laughing.
I'm busy talking to Bridget.
He's frantically doing things over there.
You know
what are you doing?
I am so impressed. Bridget has hijacked her husband's YouTube account so she can watch you on YouTube.
Yay,
and
Bridget.
She commented and she said, hey, Steve, can you actually see me commenting from YouTube?
We
and
can
yes,
see
I can.
you on YouTube.
Yes.
It counts. It's good. It's good if you go to YouTube and watch it. And they'll send you a notification too. Okay, so our leftmost dot, we're going to put it in the trough of the trimmer. Can you look and see if you can see this on the screen,
yes,
Steve?
I can. And I have the 1 1/4 angles.
Yes, we're
There.
doing all the angles right now.
All the angles.
So we're going from the left dot that we made, this one right here, and we're going to cut to that one up there. Okay, after you do this once, it's super easy. Okay, so now the left edge just has this one dot. Now we're going to go over here to this dot and angle down to the one on the side. Again, put them in the trough of your trimmer. It is the easiest way. I'm just lining them up. Both dots are here, and I'm going to cut them off. Okay, so now everything looks the same across the top. But now where this dot was, I'm going to go down to this dot. So this corner goes in the trough. Is that a word for this? A trough?
I like the trough word.
Okay, so I showed steers in 4-H. We had troughs. Not this kind of trough, but.
Yes, that's when Beth smiled at the 4-H boys and got them to wash her steers.
You know something? Have we ever told that story?
I'm sure we have several times.
Do you think so?
Yes. But
we've told other people.
Say,
I don't know if we've told our stamping friends. Steve gets really jealous if other people wash my steers for me.
It's not that.
Yes,
okay,
yes, it is.
Beth has this eye twinkle thing, okay, where she can just smile and light up a room. And so I always thought it was just meant for me. That's the only time she used it until I saw her work her magic to get these young boys to wash her steers for her. And then I understood that it was not an exclusive thing.
Okay, between you and me, would you rather let the boys who want to wash your steers, or would you rather get all muddy and gross and dirty and wash it yourself? I mean, it wasn't a hard choice. I mean, they wanted to do it.
Oh, she was allowing them to. It's just, she wanted them to feel good, I guess.
Okay.
For having done it.
Oh, this is funny. Look at this. We get to do some more cutting, Steve. I thought I cut all this green already, so I would just show it to you on white.
Like all done?
Yeah. But you know something?
So do you want me to talk some more? Because I've got stories.
You have stories?
I have stories.
What are your stories? I thought I had done this already.
So that's okay.
Okay.
So
can I be the hero in the story?
Yeah, well, yes. To show you how much I love my wife. Today I hung up all of our Christmas lights.
Wait. He wants praise. Praise him.
It's not something I'm totally comfortable with, honestly. It's not even Thanksgiving yet. But it was 60 degrees in Iowa, so I decided, all right, better than when it's cold. And so I got all the lights down and did that. And then while I was at it, I pulled all the chairs from the backyard and put them in the garage and took off all the hoses and put them in. So it was a long day.
He might get husband of the year.
Well, because the previous day when it was 55 degrees outside, what did I do then, Beth? I planted bulbs, 72 bulbs.
Wait. Not that he's counting. Yeah. Okay.
Well, you know me. Since I'm kind of a finance guy, I had to count all the bulbs and figure out how many I was going to put into each hole that I dug, and what the assortment was going to be.
I wonder who does that.
I don't know, but I didn't put it on a spreadsheet. I did write it all out, but I did not put it on a spreadsheet.
And why were we planting bulbs?
Because
why were we?
I did notice that. I just let it slide. She approved the bulbs before they went in. So she did have a supervisory role. So our son is getting married and we're having a party for him and his fiance here in Des Moines in April. And we have flower gardens in front of our house. And usually in the middle of summer, they're beautiful and they're blooming, but not so much in April. We've got daffodils out there, but that's about it. So Beth decided if we just could plant some bulbs that would come up in early spring, it would be beautiful when all the people came to our house for the shower for the wedding. So I just hope that they do come up.
And your point is you planted bulbs and you put up Christmas lights.
Right.
And now you're doing this.
Yeah.
And
yeah. It just shows you what happens.
Wait, is Bev on? Bev will praise you. Bev Stokes, could you praise him?
You know what this is all about? This is just to prove how effective her eye twinkle really is.
Oh, okay? I wondered what the point of all that was.
That's the bottom line on all this. It all comes back to the eye twinkle.
Okay.
All right. So what I'm behind on my banners.
I'm totally lost. Okay. So
layers. We did Polish Pink and Whimsy and Wonder DSP.
Okay. This is the Polish Pink, and this is the Whimsy and Wonder. I used the Holly one. Wow, that went a long way, didn't it, Steve? Okay, so you're going to do the Polish Pink the same way again. I took the 3 1/4 by 5 1/4, and I measured down an inch and a quarter. Every time the angle, you go down an inch and a quarter, and I put it in the trimmer and cut it off. And then I measured down here and came across. It's the exact same thing we did over here. Okay. So that's for the pink layer. The holly layer started at 3 by 5. And I did the same thing again. Down an inch and a quarter, cut it off. In an inch and a quarter, cut it off. Same thing. But when you look at my template, this is the front flap of the card. So we're going to layer the 2 layers on here. And you don't have to do 1/4 of an inch. You could do an 1/8 of an inch if you want them to be smaller. But a lot of times I like to do 1/4 of an inch because it's easy. And I'm going to go ahead and add the glue and put this on. Are you chatting with people without talking?
I'm just answering some questions about
Is Bev giving you spousal credits from afar? She's in
I got
Florida
that's
now.
awesome from Bev.
Okay.
So that's that's what I was after. So I feel better now.
Did anyone else say you were awesome?
No, but I know they're thinking it. So
no one else said it. Maybe it's easier to get spousal credits when you don't ask for them.
Bridget said great job decorating. Okay. So I got that going for me.
Okay. So have you guys made this card? And when do you put up your Christmas lights? Have you done it yet? Or are you behind?
Well, Bev is saying that she would love to host us in Florida where it's warm and sunny, and she also has jobs that I can do while I'm there. I like staying busy, so especially when it's warm and sunshiny.
He does like staying busy. So I'm going to put this on the template. So the only difference is to this score line, it's 3 1/4. And from this side to this score line, it's 3 1/2. So I'm putting the DSP on the bigger half. Okay. But it lays this way. And everyone knows how to do that now, right? Okay. What are we going to do next? Now we're going to do the center part. So for this, I got out my layering circles. And I used the 3rd largest circle and the 3rd largest scallop. And on this one, I used basic white. But during On Stage this weekend, they did a lot with shimmery white. I don't know. Can you see it? Shimmery, I can't say it. Shimmery white is on page 136 down here in the corner. It's $10 for 10 sheets. And it is really pretty. So use white or use the shimmery white if you're making a extra special card. Then I got out my Whimsical trees. You guys know it's one of my favorites. And I used Versamark and I heat embossed the ornaments in gold, which I think is pretty. And now I'm going to bring a layer in here so I can color the blends. And for the blends, I used light Mossy Meadow and light Polished Pink. And I think you have a graphic for that, Steve.
It's already up there. I'm following right along.
Good job.
I'm starting to learn what this stuff is. So when I see you pull it out, I'm like, oh.
It's time. It's time to change. Which side should I use? I didn't bring my glasses over here. Oh, no. Hold that thought. I need glasses. I don't use my glasses anytime except when I'm coloring because I need to see that I'm not going
out of the lines. She is a conformist that she wants to follow the rules and do the right thing. So she always stays within the lines.
Okay. Are you not a conformist?
I view rules more as guidelines.
Guidelines. I bet your parents loved that.
No, it caused them consternation. They're the ones that had to go to my parent-teacher conferences.
And do you think most of the teachers liked you?
I think deep down they did. It's just, they had to enforce the rules and stuff.
Okay. So our senior year in high school, in Mr. Tucker's physics class.
Oh, no, not this story.
It was 8 a.m. And Mr. Tucker would look at his watch. And we were in a row. McCullough, Olson. I sat right behind him. He'd go, Miss Olson, will Mr. McCullough be joining us today? And I was like, we didn't have cell phones. How do I know?
I was busy. I had things going on and, things that I had to do before school started.
You were busy crashing cars and.
Well, that's a different story.
One not to be told, I see.
No, it was my beautiful 1972 Pontiac Le Mans. I was late for school. I was told if I was late one more time that there was going to be severe consequences. So I put the hammer down and truck crashed into me and it was not pretty.
It's kind of...
Even Mr. Tucker felt sorry for me, by the way. He could tell by the look in my eyes that I was more concerned about my car than I was about him.
It's kind of funny because our oldest son, Sean, he crashed his car into our garage. He was 16, damaged our garage, damaged his car. And Steve was a nice, calm, sweet father, but he went ballistic and was so upset.
How do you hit the garage? How does that happen?
The things you hit were more special, or
yeah. And then so I called my father.
Yeah, this is perfect.
To vent.
He called Grandpa Harold.
And Grandpa Harold started laughing at me. And he started naming off all of my car crashes. And he said, and so now what do you think? And I said, okay, I understand.
Yeah. So he had no sympathy for Steve and his being upset at his son. Oh, darn. Oh, good. Here it is.
And by the way, Sean did hit the garage a second time later on, too, by the way.
Sean is now 31 years old, and he comes to visit us from Texas.
He doesn't park in the garage.
He doesn't. It's so funny. There's a spot for him now, but he doesn't park he is so afraid of parking in garages, or maybe just parking in our garage. Yeah. Okay. Gold foil. So pretty. And on this one, as you can see, if you had the SAB gold sparkly paper, that's what I used. I made this way back when.
Oh, wait, we're not on the bow yet, are we?
I'm almost there. So I'm just going to adhere this to it. Has anyone talked about when they put up Christmas lights?
Well, I've gotten a couple invitations to come help people put up Christmas lights.
We could go on tour
yes,
around the United States, hanging Christmas lights and stamping. Wouldn't that be fun?
It would be fun. And, I could bring my ladder. We could put it on the top of the car. And...
Here they come. The Beverly Hillbillies with their ladder on top of their car. So before this, his dad used to come in November and hang my lights for me.
That was wonderful. My father loved Christmas, and he loved decorating for Christmas so much that he would decorate other people's houses.
Yes. Like you, apparently, are now going to do.
About this time of year, every year, the business I'm in, we have a convention that we go to.
Wait. Can you stop just for a second?
My mother would.
Just a second. Time out. We'll be back to that. These metallic pearls, they come in silver and gold. I popped one on the bow. And the bow is out of Giving Gifts dies. But there's other little bows. Any little bow you have will work. And I am going to attach that to here. And then I'm going to do a belly band. Can you go to the belly band graphic?
I'm there.
Okay, so the belly band is polished pink. And it is, what is it, Steve? Do you see it on there? 1 inch by 9.5.
Yep.
So one thing I'm going to do differently on this belly band, I just wrapped it around and put it on the back. This time I'm going to go the other way and hide it behind the circle. So while I'm doing that, do you remember what you were talking about?
Yes.
What were you talking about?
I was very fortunate that my parents would be willing to come to our house and spend time with their grandkids. Well, Beth and I got to take a short trip and get away. Didn't go to this convention. And I had to work for part of it, but we always stayed over the weekend. And therefore, we got to hang out together. And not only that, when we came home, first, the kids were all alive and nobody usually got hurt.
And the dogs.
Everybody was okay.
We counted when we got home. And 4 kids, 2 dogs, everybody alive.
Yeah, we left, there were 4. We came back, there were 4 kids and 2 dogs. And also the Christmas lights were hung up. Mm-hmm. And because when my father was here, he had to do something and he loved Christmas. And
was that the best part for you, that the lights were done?
It was a nice bonus. I mean, no, the most important part was that the kids were okay, Beth. That was definitely the most
I thought you were going to say the most important part was that you spent time with me.
That was really important too. That was kind of the point of the whole story.
Okay. So I am wrapping this around because belly bands can be all different sizes and you want it tight, but not so tight that people can't get it off. So we're just going to go with it like this.
Okay. So the one thing that I have to be honest with all of you, it only took me about an hour and a half to hang the Christmas lights because I've kind of got it down to a science of how to do it. And even then, I had a conference call for work. It was one of those that I just need to listen to. I didn't really have to say anything.
Wait, what if someone from work is listening?
No, I did.
You
the
were
conference
doing
call
Christmas lights
while I was doing Christmas lights.
You were
It was
doing
an
Christmas
industry call.
lights while you were working?
Yeah, but I can multitask. So, yes, I can. You saw me. You came home. You heard the call.
When we don't do any more videos anymore because Steve's been fired.
The funniest part about this is, for some reason, my phone is hooked to her car as well. So I'm on this Zoom call, and I don't have my camera on. I don't, I'm muted, but I'm listening because they're telling us about all the stuff that's going on in Washington, D.C., and that's all fine. And then I see Beth is coming home. I make sure I don't have anything in the driveway, and that's all fine. And suddenly, my phone kicks off. And I'm like, what happened? I was just listening to this. What's going on? Well, my phone got picked up by her car. So she's pulling up the driveway. My conference call is now playing in her car. So I thought that was funny.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's what happened to it.
Okay. What do you guys think? Do you like this? I only have one more thing to tell you. I did gold emboss the tree from the Whimsy set on the envelope. I thought that made it look fancy. It's this tree right here. And then on this one, I put 3 trees in here. And here's my question. So my cardstock is 5 1/4 by 4. But when you shut this, the trees show, but they're gold and they're pretty. But if you don't want it to be that way, I think I have a graphic for that. If you want a no-show inside, you would do it a 1/2 inch shorter. You would just put it 4 inches by 4 1/4 and leave that space. Should we try that? I had a cut one here, but it disappeared. So we're going to do 4 inches by 4 1/4. And you can tell me which way you like it better. So, Chris, did this help you see how easy these angle cards really are? And you can pick a different angle. If you don't want the angle to be 1 1/4 inches, it can be 1 inch. It can be whatever you want. If you want the layers to be closer together, do 1/8 of an inch instead of 1/4 of an inch. Oh, that's funny. I did it the exact same size. Okay, so it's 4 by 5 1/4. But if you want it to be a no-show, you do it by 4 1/4.
So Barb was saying you could also just put the trees on the bottom of the inside and then they wouldn't peek out the top if you're worried about them peeking out the top.
Okay, so I'm going to glue this on. And we are almost done. It is almost prize time because we only have the one card tonight. Barb, we made this at Joy Team. I think Marcelin showed us how to do it. Do you have any other tips for us? Okay, so what do you guys like better? I guess obviously there's no gold, but do we do show or no show? Excuse me. Oh, I get a sneeze and now I can't sneeze.
I have an opinion, of course.
What's your opinion, Steve?
I kind of like seeing the trees peek out over the top.
Do you?
Yeah. I think it's like foreboding of what's inside,
Yeah. Okay. Let me put these back together after I told you the belly bands weren't too tight. They really aren't tight. That one's pretty loose, but okay. So does everyone have their prize patrols in?
I think a lot of people have prize patrols, but if that's where we're going, then I'm going to remind everybody that it's time to make sure, if you haven't already, that you've input prize patrol.
Okay.
And it's hashtag prize patrol. And
so here's our show card and our no show. I almost like it better with the white showing too, Steve, with the little Christmas trees sticking up. So these are fun. Another thing you could do, you could put DSP on this side too, or you could emboss. Now with this template, you just go wild and make it however you want it to be. Should I show what the first prize is tonight?
Yes, you should.
Okay. This prize, and hopefully you don't already have it. It is a package of the metallic pearls. There's a page of gold and a page of silver, and it's what I used on my card. So I thought it would be fun for you to have one. So whoever's name is drawn first will get the metallic pearls in the mail.
And what is the other prize?
The other prize is your choice of any of the tutorials on my blog. And a new tutorial is going up tomorrow at 3:00, and it's a gift packaging tutorial bundle, and it's awesome. If you purchase it, it's $15. If you are on Joy Team, you get it free. Another good reason to come join Joy Team. And if you win this tonight, that could be the one you pick if you want. So it's up to you.
So we're ready to go.
But number one is the pearls. So let's see who gets the pearls. And you guys, thanks for watching. Steve and I have fun doing this, and we hope you have fun watching. We would love to hear any comments you have about how we could improve our crafting hour or a half hour.
Round and round. Here we go.
And let's see. Winnie Curtis.
Oh,
Winnie's never
great.
won before.
Well, and she forgot to put the hashtag in front of Prize Patrol, and some of your viewers were nice enough to remind her to do that. So, yeah,
I am
wonderful.
happy you won, Winnie. Since you live in Des Moines and you're on Barb Kingsley's team, I will probably give these to Barb if you don't mind, or I'll get her your address from her. But you won the pearls, and now our second person wins their choice of the tutorial bundle. You can go to stampingmom.com and see all the different tutorial bundles. It's in the upper black bar over to the right. Tony Shaw. Yay, Tony. Tony was here visiting me here from the East Coast. How long ago, Tony? A while ago. So Tony won the tutorial and Winnie won the metallic pearls. But as I was saying, if you'd leave in the comments what you'd like us to do different or what you'd like us to show next, we just would love your suggestions and your input. What do you have to say, Steve?
Well, I've been talking a lot tonight, so
You've been talking? Have you been typing too?
I've been typing, yeah.
Okay.
Some comments.
Well, if you would like and share the video, that would be awesome. And what about next week? It's Thanksgiving week. Will you guys be around? Please leave that in the comments before you leave. We're thinking, do we cancel next week? Because everyone, you're going to be busy making pie and
pie.
Cleaning your house and
pecan pie.
That's what we should do if we do it next week. Put your favorite pie in the comments.
We should make a card that's got a pie on it.
You think so?
Yes. You've got to have a pie set here.
There might be stress. There might be stress. Okay, so there is a pie because I made Ryan an apple pie. I was going to show that, but I gave it to him already.
Well, maybe I can get it from him. And
you think so?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you guys are awesome. We love you. Thanks for joining us. And please come back next week. I will leave a comment and let you know if we're doing it. We'll decide by next Monday. But if you're around and you're going to watch, let me know, because then we'll know if we should do it. Have a great week. Get ready for Thanksgiving and be blessed. Bye-bye.
Bye.